Hello and welcome back everyone, and I have a special video on the challenge season 36 cast in quarantine. Now I don't normally do videos like this. I like a cast list that's set in stone, but the cast list has been circulating around like Twitter and social media, and a lot of you have reached out and said, hey, why don't you do a video on the rumored cast or the speculation cast in quarantine? And I said, you know what? It might be a really long off season, so why not like do some research, talk about the speculation cast and give my review on it. And I did all this research, and then a day or two after doing all that research, I finally realized why I don't make videos like this. And it's because people were dropping like flies off this list. I even filmed a video, and by the time I filmed it and by the time it was gonna come out, more people had been dropped from the list, so I'm doing a new one, and that's what you're seeing right here. I did so much research, I've been keeping up with it, so the show must go on. So I have right here is gonna be talking about the Challenge 36 cast in quarantine, and we're gonna be going through this. Right now, the breakdown is there's going to be 15 returning people from Total Madness coming on to the Challenge 36, 6 returning vets, 10 rookies, and then a picture of a question mark with a girl silhouette saying quarantine blonde girl. I'm not making that up. Right away, just from how this list is divvy up, 15 of the 28 people from last season is returning this season. That's like, this is going to be Total Madness Part 2 Battle for Independence. What's really going to be the main difference from Total Madness last season to this season when there's 15 of the 28 people returning in this cast list? But let's go over it. We're going to first talk about those people that are coming from Total Madness back onto the Challenge Season 36. We would have Anissa coming back for her 14th season, Wes coming back for his 14th season, Tori, Nelson after his courageous fall and sacrifice to keep Corey into the game and have him go into the finals. We have Nani, Jay coming back for a 2nd season. Luckily, Rogan is not on this cast list, so for Jay, that's pretty lucky because he's not going to get thrown into the dirt and have his head pressed into the sand. Then we have Big T back, Fessy back for his 2nd season, seeing how his sophomore season is going to be after an amazing rookie season he had. Ashley Millionaire Mitchell looking to take back the top spot in money earned. Corey is back, Casey, Kyle, who was originally not supposed to be on the cast list or the speculatory cast list of the Challenge 36, but people have dropped and they called him up and he must have said yes, so now he's in quarantine. Jenny is back to defend her crown, maybe get back-to-back challenge wins. She's the only returning champ, as Bananas, it was pretty interesting how Bananas' journey on this list was. At first, he was not on the Challenge 36. People were like, oh, false alarm, he's on the Challenge 36 cast list, and now he's not on the Challenge 36 cast list. CT is gonna be back for his 18th season, and Josh is back for his 4th season. And now let's get into the returning vets that have been on the challenge before but weren't on last season. And we're gonna start off with Cam. Yes, Leroy, hallelujah, bring this power couple into the game and let's see them take over this house together. It is their time to win. Then we have Nicole Z. This would be her 3rd season. She has never been eliminated in an elimination. The 2 other seasons that she's played, she's always made it to the finals. We have Devin coming back, which, like I said, Bananas isn't on this season, so I don't know what his storyline could be this season. And then we have Darrell Taylor. Yes, he hasn't been on a challenge cast list since the Dirty 30. And then he was done dirty that season when he was purged to go straight to the Redemption House in episode 1. We need to keep Darrell in this game as long as he can. He's the only road ruler on this cast list. He hasn't been on for a while. I want to see him make it very, very far, and let's see him get that 5th challenge win this season. And then we also have Teresa Jones, also known as Teresa Gonzalez. We haven't seen her since Battle of the Exes 2, where she was originally Wes's partner, and then they lost in the elimination against Leroy and Nia in the Hall Brawl. They were sent home, or so we thought. Nia got DQ'd right before the finals, and then Teresa was brought in and Leroy ran the finals with Teresa, where they got second place, but that was the last time we saw her. I'm happy to have her back, see what she can do. Now let's move on to the rookie portion of this cast list, and the first one we're going to be talking about is Lolo Jones. Now, if you've been around the Big Brother community or the challenge community or watched the Olympics, you know of Lolo Jones. She was on Celebrity Big Brother. She was on Champs vs. Pros, where she faced off into 3 eliminations and won all 3 of those eliminations. She was also the War of the Worlds co-host. Then we have Amber from Big Brother 16. She was actually the first woman on that season to win HOH. She won 2 Battle of the Block competitions. I'm excited to have her on this season. Somebody that from Big Brother I'm not excited to see is Mark. He was from Big Brother 19. He was also on X on the Beach, and people saw him and were like, wow, he's like the Incredible Hulk without the CGI. In my book, he is neither incredible nor green. I'm not a huge fan of Mark. When he was on Big Brother, he didn't do a whole lot except get into fights with Josh. Maybe that could happen in this challenge season, or maybe they'll be together, who knows. But realistically, he felt like he was more on a showmance than actually wanting to play in the comps. He was kind of lackluster, and to me, he doesn't add a whole lot to drama or flair to the season. He's as flavorful as milk toast. I don't have high hopes for Mark. And somebody that I do have high hopes for is Natalie Anderson from Survivor Juan del Sur, where she won Blood vs. Water 2, and she was the runner-up in Winners at War. Now, if you're someone who watches both The Challenge and Survivor, you probably watched last season Winners at War and was like, wow, Natalie should be brought onto The Challenge. She is a fantastic competitor. She is physically gifted. She is an athlete. She knows how to do puzzles. She is strategic. She is a political prowess in the game. And when watching her, I was like, wow, she would do fantastic on The Challenge. Now she is supposedly on The Challenge in The Challenge season 36, and I am super excited about that. I cannot wait to see her. Somebody who was recently added to the cast list was Nam Vo, who was on The Ultimate Beastmaster from Netflix, which is basically American Ninja Warrior on Netflix. Let's hopefully he is much better at the game than some other people that were on The Challenge that run obstacle courses for a living. I'm not gonna name names. Then we have Olivia, or Liv, from Shipwrecked UK. She knows Big T, and they actually got into some heated fights on that show, so I'm excited to have her on, see what she can do. Then we have Amber from Are You the One Season 8. Finally, somebody from Are You the One Season 8 on The Challenge. I've been waiting for a while now, thinking that they would bring in a few people from Are You the One Season 8 onto The Challenge, yet it took them a long time. We have Mickey Harris from X on the Beach. He was an ex of Black China. And then we have Leo Rush from WWE. He's gonna bring the flair, he's gonna bring the athleticism. I'm happy to see what skill set he brings to The Challenge. And then we also have Joseph Allen from America's Got Talent. He is a musician, and I know a lot of people on Twitter and social media and was like, America's Got Talent, Joseph Allen, oh, they're scraping the bottom of the barrel. Look, I get where you're coming from, but every interview, everything I've seen of him on YouTube, he just seems like a really cool, down-to-earth guy. And I think a challenge season or any reality TV show that you watch has different archetypes in the cast. And some people are the villains, some people are the heroes, some people are underdogs, other people are just people that you like and you want to root for. Jay was like that last season on Total Madness. I think Joseph Allen could be that in this game. I think he could do really well. A thing with Joseph Allen for me is wondering how he's gonna play the game. Is he gonna play a straight up game, a straight up honest game, or is he gonna play a more backstabby, political savvy game? How is he gonna do that? Is he here to promote his music and kind of just see if he can win the money along the way? I don't know how he's gonna come off this season, but I'm excited to have him on there. I think a cast that's diverse in multiple roles and everything only benefits the show. And then, like I said, there's a ton of people that are dropping out of this cast list. They're dropping like flies. The first one was Annalise from Big Brother 21. Eric Henry was originally on the cast list, and then he was dropped. Then another person dropped from this cast list was Brianna Daniels from the Titan game and NASCAR Pit Crew. I actually watched her on the Titan games, and I thought, oh, that's cool. I really want to see what she can do. Sadly, she was dropped. Connor from Bachelorette and Bachelor in Paradise was dropped. I'm not really sad about that one. Morgan from Temptation Island. Now, I loved Temptation Island. I'm actually waiting for another season of USA's Temptation Island. I was actually really glad to see her on the cast list, and I was excited to see what she could do. how she was going to play this game, and sadly she is not on the challenge. Asaf was originally on this cast list, coming back for a second season. However, I guess he's gotten calls from like a billion different reality TV shows, so he's not going to be on the challenge. And like I said, Bananas is not going to be on this season of the challenge. Right now, looking at this cast list, looking how it's divided up, I have to say that I'm cautiously optimistic. I mean, looking at these, the physicality of these rookies, of these returning vets, and I just don't know how some of these people are going to actually compete with them. Like say Nani or CT, will they be out sooner rather than later? And then that means that we're going to see more of these newer faces than say the faces that we've grown to know and watch throughout the seasons of the challenge. We're gonna have to wait and see. This could be anybody's game. And also, like I said, there's 31 to 32 names on this list. There's never going to be a challenge cast list that's going to be 30 plus names. Most likely, a lot of those people are going to be alternates, and we're going to have like a 28 to 26 person cast list. So with that being the case, if this was the cast list and this is what we were going to be having for the challenge 36, I'm going to give it to you. Who would you be rooting for? Who would you be rooting against? And who would you hope to win this season of the challenge, Challenge 36? Let me know that in the comment section below. What do you think overall about this cast list? Let me know that in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. While you're down there, hit that like and subscribe button. I'll be back really, really soon with more challenge content, more content in general. But until then, peace.